Mash Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to fill the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Serbs, back in this motherfucking place to be. Numero 45. Yes. 45 WuTang Crocs. WuTang Crocs, man. I just got a new pair of Crocs. I never had Crocs before. And I was going in the mall, I was playing Pokemon, and I seen these WuTang Crocs. WuTang had released these Crocs. There's the regular shaped Crocs that they usually have. Ugly as fuck. I think Crocs are probably the worst Crocs ever known to man. But they also make sandals. So I was looking at these WuTang sandals. It got Wu on one slide and Tang on the other slide. And I'm like, wow, these are fucking awesome. They have the W pattern on, not the sole, but like on the feet, like where you put your feet at. So I thought that was really cool. So I got them, bro. I got these WuTang Crocs slides with the Crocs shine. They really sell you on the Crocs shine. Because, you know, this might be the only pair I ever have of Crocs. So I might as well take care of them with the Crocs shine. So this isn't an ad or nothing. I'm not bigging up Crocs. It's just, these are really comfortable slippers that I got. I needed new ones anyway. I had some Adidas that are old now. So now I have these Crocs that are comfortable as hell. Like, I understand why, like, obese people have these on, like, all the time. Because you literally can't wear a new pair of shoes without busting through them with your big-ass big feet and shit. You feel me? So they're just really comfortable. If you've never had Crocs, you're kind of missing out. They're just ugly as hell to me, bro. Like, they're fucking foam shoes with holes in them. And then Kanye straight up bit them. He straight up stole the Croc idea and he got his own stupid little sneakers or whatever the fuck he calls them. Those shits look ugly as hell too, but they look more like he did his best to not make them look like Crocs, even though they look like Crocs anyway, because they're fucking slippers with holes in them, bro. Come on now. I missed Better Call Saul, man. Better Call Saul was on last night, but I missed it. I tried to record the DVR like 20 minutes into it. So basically I have like, minus ads, I probably have 10 minutes that I missed of the show of the beginning, but I recorded the rest of it. And I knew yesterday, or actually Monday, that I should have recorded it earlier, but I just forgot and I was just getting busy and shit like that. So I missed Better Call Saul. Over the weekend, I didn't really do shit, bro. There was actually the URL battles, which I'll cover in a little bit. I just watched the URL battles. My parents, they went to Ensenada on Sunday, and they've been gone. They'll be gone the whole week, so I got the whole house to myself. And it's been really chill, man. It's just been getting work done and pretty much just chilling, getting some new ideas. I should be getting my new phone in today, so I should be getting better quality videos for my reviews and hopefully shooting music videos and shit on the little phone that I got. What is it? So basically the weekend was just chill, man. I was just, just watching rap battles, kicking back. 4th of July was the fucking Highland Park shooting. So very sad. A lot of innocent people were murdered in this mass shooting. And I wonder what these mass shootings, because this is probably, honestly, guys, this has to be like the 4th or 5th mass shooting I've covered since the beginning of the podcast. And I want to say we've been doing this podcast like 8 or 9 months, which is crazy, bro. How do you have like 4 or 5 shootings within 8 or 9 months, bro? That's crazy. I know I've already done my fair share of rants and all that, but I kind of wanted to just, you know, say my condolences to the families that were affected, because this shit has just got to stop, bro. It's really, it doesn't make any sense why this keeps on happening, and we're obviously not doing something right. So I just wanted to cover that real quick, say peace and blessings, and God bless everybody that was affected in Illinois. Not Highland Park, Michigan, Highland Park, Illinois. I assumed it was Michigan because I know Highland Park, Michigan, but it was Illinois. So very sad. We're going to have a moment of silence real quick. A man with an AR-15 and a 9mm was arrested in Ontario for armed robbery. He robbed a Little Caesars, bro. Like, who fucking robs a Little Caesars, first of all? Like, what kind of dumb fuck do you have to be robbing a pizza joint? Like, that's some New York shit, bro. He just went in, robbed the place, and didn't really threaten anybody. He just came in strapped, robbed the joint, left. The police caught him, and he was arrested shortly after. Oh no, well, I guess they surrounded the place, and or I don't know what it was, but they fucking got him. Like, he left the fucking Little Caesars. They arrested him, and that was it, and that was that. Eric Holder was found guilty of first-degree murder for the murder of Nipsey Hussle. He faces life in prison. He will have a sentencing, because I think it's the hearing, like what you're found for, and then they have the sentencing. I think is a later date, but he faces life in prison, and hopefully this brings some sort of closure to the families that were affected. I think it's just really crazy that it takes, like, the judicial system takes this long. Like, it's super crazy, like, how Nipsey was murdered 3 years ago, and the dude who killed him barely was found guilty, which is, like, another thing that the system really needs to work on. But, I mean, hey, like, the system is just a system of people. So if it's like, you know, there's probably a murder every day somewhere that the courts have to deal with or whatever. Like, there's always some bullshit that goes on, but I feel like murders and things of this nature really should be prioritized, because it's like, why, bro? Why does this shit even fucking go down like this? Rest in peace to Kazuki Takahashi. He was the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! He created the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and I believe he was involved in the anime as well. Yu-Gi-Oh! I grew up on before Pokemon, actually. I really love Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to trade Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards with my friends. I used to steal Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards against my friends. I had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Lunch pail when I was in first grade. So it really deeply affected me. Not negatively, but it was just like, wow, like this man had such an impact on my life. Like, he made me and my friends play cards with each other and connect with other kids around that just like the same shit. So special shout out to Kazuki Takahashi. Peace and blessings. Prayers to the family out there. And I want to say rest in peace to James Caan and Tony Sirico as well. James Caan, if you didn't know, was Sonny from The Godfather. I think he's in 1 and 2, I think. And then Tony Sirico, he played Paulie in Goodfellas, and he was one of the guys. I mean, he was Paulie in The Sopranos, and he played a gangster, like, with the Paulie crew in Goodfellas. And it was really sad, man. Tony Sirico was already kind of old. Same thing with James Caan. So peace and blessings to them. Prayers go out to their families as well. And Lil Travieso, he was murdered. Lil Travieso It's from Huntington Park. That's in California. He was murdered in a car accident. They said it was a home invasion. I don't really know too much about the shit, but we gotta get. I already talked about this shit about gangster shit and just like being a square, but I mean, if that's where you're from and that's where you grew up, I mean, I really can't tell you shit, but bruh, like, I mean, this shit is real, bruh. Like, it's cool to make a song. It's cool, to your other homies and shit and whatever, to your OGs or whatever, however what works in your mind. But bruh, it's really not worth putting your friends and family in danger or in sorrow or mourning like that, because this shit is real, bruh. And gang banging, it's like Ice-T said, it's the act of murder, bruh. And in any hood you claim, bruh, I don't give a fuck what hood it is, bruh. As soon as you join it, you've automatically made enemies, bruh, like by default. So if you join the west side, now you got beef with the east side. If you join the south side, now you got beef with the north side. And it's just repetitive shit, bruh, that I feel like we got to do better with that as well as a people. Like, we got to stop beefing. We got to stop, we keep like, this is the thing. We keep focusing on being aggressive and on the offensive side of things when we should really be healing and being on the defensive side of things, because killing each other, riding on each other, beating up each other, rivals' hoods and shit like that, it don't do nothing, bro. It really don't do shit but cause more pain. Rest in peace, Lil Travieso. Really sad, bro. It reminds me of one of my homies. He was from La Puente, and I work with him in Frito-Lay. I don't know. I think I talked about this dude on the podcast, but I remember working with him, and one day he was kind of like all sad and shit. He's like, they killed one of my best homies, or they killed him in front of me or something like that. I think it was a drive-by or something like that. But I'm like, but he like acted so hard, like he was going so hard for his hood that all I could really think was like, bruh, like, that's what you signed up for. Like, if you go to the military, bruh, and you're proud of it, you're proud to be a Marine, they send you on the front lines and you lose your legs or you lose your homies and shit like that, bruh, that like comes with it, bruh. So I'm not saying this to be kind of mean. I just kind of want the listeners out there to know what comes with this shit, bruh. Yeah, it may look cool showing red rags and blue rags on the music videos and throwing up, the blood sign with your fingers and twisting your shits up. You want to look cool on the Instagram for clout. But the reality is, bro, someone's going to pull a knife on you. Someone's going to cut you in your face, stab you. Someone's going to pull a gun on you, shoot you. Somebody's going to shoot your homie. So there's going to be someone out there that's going to be more gangster than you, bro. And there's people out there that want to test you, bro. And acting like it can't happen or it won't happen or it's a very little possibility is just like straight up ignorance, bro. And to the homie, I literally told the homie from La Puente, I was like, yo, bruh, I don't want to drive by one of these days and you're fucking laid out on the floor, bruh, and there's fucking, and you're fucking dead, bruh. And he's like, fool, what the fuck? It ain't gonna happen to me, fool. And it's just like, that's the mentality. When you're a kid, you think you're invincible, or when you're just ignorant to the streets. It's like, people don't care about you, bro. People don't care about where you're from, where your hood is, and it's just sad, bro. It's just like, someone kills your homie, and now you go and kill them. Now we have two people that are gone forever that could have been doctors, lawyers, musicians, engineers, or whatever else. Now instead of helping each other, now we're literally destroying ourselves in our community. So I just kind of wanted to speak a little bit about that, just thinking about the Lil Travieso shit. Peace and blessings. Prayers out to the family out there. I mean, this is just like, this isn't the last, this isn't the first, this isn't going to be, the exception or whatever the fuck. It's just, this is an ongoing thing. So, it is what it is. It's fucking sad. And I really hope and pray that everybody kind of wakes up and helps each other instead of fucking just doing the same shit we've been doing for like pretty much 100 years now. Literally for 100 years, all we've been doing is selling drugs to each other, shooting each other, fucking, and it's like, what have we done? Like, what businesses have we brought? I mean, because I could tell you, like, the amount of people that have been negatively, like, out of all the people I've known to be in the gang life, all of them have been fucked up in some way. None of them have gone on to do positive things. Like, no one, like, Nipsey Hussle might have been the one and only person from a crazy ass active neighborhood that actually was doing really good things in this community, and he was fucking murdered by allegedly one of his own. So it's kind of like, going back to the Eric Holder shit, it's just like, I don't even know what to think about it, because now this dude's locked up, but what does that even do, bro? Like, this system, it needs to change somehow. The way we think has to change somehow for the better. Funk Flex still is talking shit about Griselda, and they've been having a back and forth thing going on, but again, he's they're like in the media over their back and forth. VladTV, you could always count on Vlad for dropping a fucking video, a flashback, a throwback, a fucking clip around whenever there's a clout around someone he interviews name. He dropped a Conway interview that he did like fucking in 2020 or a year before that, like an old ass interview, bro. And it's like, I get Vlad's trying to make money, but literally Vlad has no fucking like moral compass when it comes to his business. I get business is business, but it's just like, fucking dude, like, really, bruh? Some of this shit he be posting is just like, wow, you really don't care. Someone gets murdered and he puts a Boosie clip up. Something happens with this person and he puts another Boosie clip up. It's like, that's fucking crazy, Vlad. You just be posting the same shit just so you could get a few extra fucking dollars in your pocket. That's crazy, bro. I don't give a fuck what it's for. And it's even worse that it's for money, bro. Like, you can't just fucking figure, you can't sell t-shirts or do like any other different shit out. You gotta post something about an interview you did that has something very minimally have to do with whatever is going on in the media right now. I fucking really hate the media, bro. Even though I'm in the media game now, it just doesn't fucking make sense to me anymore. But anyway, going back to this Funk Flex shit, Funk Flex was on Instagram Live with some dudes, and they were saying, what's his problem with Griselda? And he was saying that he likes them, but he doesn't like, he said something about the club, like he doesn't like to hear them in the club or they're not clubby music. It's like, Flex, no shit, bro. Was Big Papa club music? Yes, but I mean, was Biggie Smalls, was all his shit club music? No. Was Tupac his shit? And fucking Flex had the nerve 20 years later to fucking talk shit about Tupac way after he passed away, which is like some really questionable character type shit. But it's like, Flex, bro, you really gotta just shut the fuck up when it comes to shit that is not positive, bro. Like, if you, like, when you, what would your mama say? If you didn't get nothing nice to say, don't say it, bro. Like, literally. And this all stems from the freestyle, the Griselda freestyle. Benny tore that shit the fuck up. Conway tore that shit the fuck up. They were on a fucking streak of destroying Shea 45, destroying Sway's Universe. All these freestyles they were doing. They go to Flex's fucking freestyle, and he's just like blank face looking at him like, no, everybody can't come up here. Really, Flex? Because I thought all these fucking little rappers was coming up and doing their fucking double time shit. So no one could come up in there, but like fucking anyone could come up in there, right? Is that what you're saying? Like, that's some old Jedi mind trick gaslit narcissistic type bullshit, bruh. Flex really need to get on his shit, bruh, because he's old as fuck now. And he's hating on the new generation of underground, bro. He had problems with Tupac, now he got problems with Griselda. I'm starting to think that the problem ain't really fucking music. It's Flex, bruh. And I don't want to talk shit about Flex. He changed the culture and all that good shit. He was a fucking game-changing DJ or whatever the fuck he is. But to a up-and-coming artist that wants to do some of the things that Flex is giving the light to other rappers, it kind of makes me feel like, well, wow, like, if Flex ain't fucking with Griselda, what makes me think he's gonna fuck with me? I don't like, that's why I'm kind of glad I'm not in New York, because New York is a fucking rat race, bruh, and it's a fucking kind of like almost Masonic, you know, you can only be in if you're with the club type shit. And I'm not over there in New York, so it's kind of like, I'm kind of glad that I'm not over there to be around this bullshit. But I really think it's bullshit, man. Like, people, like, I get it now that, you know, I've seen like Conway post some shit, been posting some shit, and Westside say he don't fuck with Flex. And I kind of thought they were a little overdoing it, but now really seeing it, bruh, it makes sense, bruh. Like, he fucking gives the green light to all these rappers. He be spazzing out, oh my God, he fucking be fucking fangirling out to Lotto freestyles and shit. But when Benny and Conway from Buffalo, this fucking place where no one's ever made it out of besides fucking Rick James. When did Rick James come out, bruh? In the 80s? How long ago was that? And fucking, he don't even give no sort of expression when it comes to the Buffalo MCs that have been killing it, that was on Shady, that been doing everything independently besides being signed. And I just think that's whack, bruh. So, Funk Flex, bruh, you kind of, you on a chopping block, bro, and hopefully you get your shit together and give the green light. Because I know what he did. I understand. He gave the keys to Pro Era and all this other good shit. But, bruh, he really picking and choosing. And you really not supposed to do that, bruh. As a gatekeeper, you're supposed to be ushering in the new talent. You know, you're not really supposed to be, you know, hating on nobody for whatever reason because you got some fucking fuckboyish tendencies, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying Funk Flex is a fuckboy. I'm just saying he got fuckboy tendencies, you know what I mean? And speaking of the new talent, I seen Usher do the Tiny Desk concert. I thought that was awesome, bro. I didn't even know. You know, you hear Usher songs and shit like that, but you're like, man, this is auto-tune. Like, this shit fucking, like, you know, the engineers probably, like, souped up his voice. But, bro, he was singing, like, when they say you sing like an angel and shit like that, that fool was singing his ass off, bro. There's a difference between gifted and talent. I could work my vocals. I could fucking sing and practice and one day be all right. But people like Usher, Mariah Carey, what's his name, Chris Brown, they got gifted voices, bro, that I wish I had so I could sing to the ladies and shit like that. But that Tiny Desk concert Usher did was awesome. He did Confessions Part 2. He did that other song. He did his other radio hit, I forgot. Really dope. And I really thought it was cool that he embraced his band. Like, oh, shout out to fucking, you know, Dan Schneider or whatever on the drums and fucking Victor Fuentes on the bass. Or I don't know. They're not the actual names, but he was like shouting out everybody, even his backup singers, bro, which is, I never seen anybody do that on a Tiny Desk. So I thought it was really cool. Usher did that. Sang really well, did the great songs. And even my dad, bro, my dad was watching this shit with me and he was like, who's that? I'm like, that's Usher right there, bro. Like, and, you know, my pops don't even listen to Usher. He don't know who he is. But, you know, even he was like, wow. Like, my pops, he don't listen to that music. But my pops knows he was a DJ. He knows what good music sounds like, bro. And Usher being right there with, like, no studio engineering or anything like that, it was really, really dope to see. To actually hear his vocals without any, you know, just even the mics they were using. Those aren't, like, studio microphones, bro. Those are shotgun mics, I think. So, you know, those are literally, you know, reporting here live from fucking Santa Ana. Like, those are, like, I think those are the mics. Like, those are shotgun mics, I think, right? So, crazy, bro. I just thought that was fucking awesome to see Usher killing that shit. Doknow brought a mariachi band to No Jumper. AD and T-Rel were on the, I forgot, I don't know if it was the Monday podcast or whatever the fuck it was. But Doknow brought a mariachi band. I mean, I wouldn't call them a mariachi band, but it was two homies with acoustic guitars and they were singing like corridos and shit like that, which if you don't know, those are like Mexican ballads. And it was dope, man. And AD and T-Row really got into it, bro. And I was like, yes, bro, this is what we need to do. I know I've been talking shit about black people, you know, hating on Mexicans and shit, but I really love this shit, bro. T-Row and AD were vibing out to the music, and AD was singing along with them. And it was just really beautiful to see that my black and brown brothers are over here really vibing out to great music. And that's what it is, bro. That's what I'm trying to say about, you know, being positive and just being better as a community, bro, because we really like the same shit, bro. Like, we're really like the same people. Like, not that we're the same people, but it's just like we like the same shit, bro. So there's no reason why we shouldn't be getting along with some of the bullshit that's out there. But it was just really, it was really dope seeing the show, the singers on the No Jumper show, and they were just vibing out, having a good old time. T-Rell even started singing, you know, kind of like the same cadence of the song, so that's how you know he really enjoyed it. And I feel like Adam, you know, I was hating on Adam, just a few things about what he was doing, but I really feel like Adam, if he could just work bringing the culture together instead of like these like beefs with like, you know, just trying to bring people together. I mean, he's been doing that, but like, this is one of the ways you do it. You do it with art. You do it with music. You do it with culture. That's how we bring our peoples together, by sharing and appreciating one another for each other's culture. And I thought that was really dope, man. So shout out to No Jumper, Doknow, AD, T-Rell. I forgot what band they were, but I'm definitely gonna check them out. Adam 22. Just shout out to them, bro. I really enjoyed seeing that. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. So salute. And finally, we have the NOME 12. NOME 12, bro, I think ended like around 7:30, 8 o'clock, bro. And that shit was on from 1 o'clock. This was probably one of the better cards of, you know, of the caffeine app battles. I really didn't like. You know, there was good battles in a few of the past cards, but this card as a whole was really, really dope. Starting with None versus Danny Myers. This was a great battle, one of the best battles of the night. Danny Myers was wigging. I got Danny Myers with a gentleman's 33-0, 3-0 against None. None did pretty well, but he lost all 3 rounds, but he didn't lose bad. Like, he was fighting, but he was no match for Danny Myers, bro. Round 1, None said, "You've been old your whole life, Morgan Freeman." That I gave you know, None props for that one. Danny Myers came with the rebuttal, came to show Bruce Almighty that the black man is God. I fucking was like, what the fuck? He also said, next time you chop and screw, I let my auto tune it. That was crazy, bruh. Cause None had a line about something about chopped and screw, and Danny rebutted that. So literally 2 rebuttals got None the fuck out of here for me in the first round. The second round, I didn't really have nothing for None, but I gave Danny that whole round. Oh, Danny Myers had like a whole hot spot pressing keys rebuttal against None. He had like this whole it was a freestyle too, like a whole, you know, the data tethering, like that whole like cellular scheme he had on None. That was really dope. Danny also had the none of the above, John the Don, fucking not alphabetical, but like, yeah, alphabetical choice flip. He said, I seen a homie load a 1911 in the 60s. That was crazy, you know, 1911. I seen a homie load 1911 in the 60s. That was fucking awesome. Something about Star Wars and Dragon Ball. I could go Han Solo. That was crazy. Danny was wigging all over None. So I gave Danny the first 2 rounds. And then the third round, None said he had the Star Wars rebuttal. He said, you gonna need to learn how to skywalk when I put you in the trunk. That was fire. Third round, Danny Myers had a rebuttal. Because None said something, had a rebuttal about Whoopi Goldberg or something like that. And then Danny Myers said, I'll beat a white bitch till the color purple. That was fire. Danny Myers actually called out Daylight, Surf, and Lux. He said Surf is a bitch. So hopefully Danny Myers could battle Surf soon, that'll be a fucking crazy battle. I personally want to see that battle because Danny is from South Central, Figueroa, and Surf is neighborhood from Jersey. So I think that'll have a lot of good street element, street talk and that shit. Next, so I gave the 30 to Danny Myers, 3-0, 3-0. Great fucking battle. Real Sick versus K-Shine. K-Shine comes out the gate wigging. He said, taught my old dog a new trick. Fetch this. That was dope. K-Shine had like a seasick wave scheme that was dope. So I gave that round to K-Shine versus Real Sick. He had good rapping, but he had like mic issues that fucked up his round. He had really good rhymes, but I didn't think that was enough for the first round against K-Shine. K-Shine second, he said the stick and the hammer, I'm Loki and Thor. That was dope. Real Sick had a green light on Shine. I'm diamond testing a necklace. That was dope as fuck. That was kind of debatable. I only had like one line for each, so it could go either or. You know, I wouldn't be mad, you know. I actually think I ended up giving Real Sick that round. The third round, we had 30 in that whip like a Mexican. That was a funny racist ass line. Racist bars always work in these rap battles. He said, sang a song to a sick girl. I don't know about that bar. And then Real Sick said, Smack think he funny putting an Indian with a red dot. That was pretty clever. So I actually gave, it was a cool battle. I give K-Shine the battle 2-1. Just from seeing it for the first time. The general consensus was that Real Sick lost. So maybe I'm right. I had Danny Myers winning the first battle. Just going back. I had K-Shine winning this battle going in. Then we have Gichi versus Hollow, which I thought was going to be a crazy battle, which it kind of was mid. But I had Gichi winning this going in. In the first round, Gichi goes first. Don in the box, 1942. That was fucking awesome. He said, I got something big and black to go against these niggas. That's my Uncle Tom. That was kind of racist. I thought Hollow choked in the first round. I didn't really like Hollow's first round, so I gave it a Gichi. Gichi in the second round says he was just talking some real dope shit. Like, he was just talking real shit to Hollow, like just breaking him down, like his whole character. So I gave Gichi a point. I thought Hollow got the second round though. Dropped the money bag and I'll CMG. You know, I'll drop the money bag and I'll CMG money bag. Yo, I think it's signed there. He said, woman or man, my gun take both like Dej Loaf. That was a pretty crazy line. Hollow told Gichi something about he had a good tree. He said something about he endorses like marijuana companies, like that's good tree and I stand behind it. Cause you know, Gichi, they blew him up for fucking hiding behind a tree for like one incident or something like that. So I gave Hollow the second round. The third round is where I felt like Gichi was wigging on Hollow. He said, moving so much white in my hood, I gentrified it. I had to fill them rounds for you to fill this round. That was fucking crazy. I made niggas shit themselves from the gun. That was bowel movements. That was crazy as fuck. Fiends coming and going. It was a layup. I played basketball when I was a kid, so that really like was real good imagery for me. The whole block watched me raise my 9, like, you know, like a kid, like the whole block watched me raise my 9. I thought that was awesome. My homie talked about death so much he got morning breath. That was pretty fucking crazy. Where his whip up, they had a car wash just to bury him. That was crazy. I don't know how people got Gichi losing, bro. Like, just going over like the quotes I had for this battle was like, wow, bro. I'm not saying Hollow lost bad, but Hollow in the third round, he called out Av. I thought this was Hollow's weakest round, and I ended up giving Gichi 2-1. I thought Hollow was wigging in the second round, but Gichi was wigging the first and third. I don't know how people want to hate on Gichi, and then people want to have this narrative, oh, Gichi's getting bored with battle rap. Gichi's just tired of winning. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Gichi comes in every battle. He smokes his opponent. Granted, the True Foe battle, I think, was his laziest battle. And then, you know, Jazz might be the second worst. But, bro, he really made up with this battle with Hollow, bro. I got Gichi winning 2-1. I mean, you heard the quotes, bro. I didn't really have anything crazy to say about Hollow. You know, Hollow has these real intricate rhymes and shit like that. I really didn't have nothing to say really that great from Hollow, bro. Just off of quotes and one-liners and haymakers alone, I feel like Gichi got this 3-1, bro, and that's just being nice, bro. Like almost a gentleman's 30, but not really, really more so 2-1. But bro, Hollow did not win that battle. Can we like fucking get some quotes from Hollow's battle so we could debate this shit? Cause I really feel like y'all hating on Gichi. Gichi is fucking dope, bruh. And you know, I feel like the only thing that's gonna deter Gichi from fucking battle rapping is the fans. The fans come up, oh, Geechi's this, Geechi. Man, you being a bitch right now, bruh. Geechi's fucking hard. Y'all never want to respect the West Coast. Y'all hated on Disaster. And granted, the Disaster was a different story, so I'll give y'all that one. Y'all hate on Danny Myers. Y'all fucking want to create these narratives for West Coast battle rappers because y'all got so much biasness for your East Coast homies. But that's fine. That's great. But I'm not going to let y'all talk shit about the homie Geechi Gotti, bruh. He's fucking running over everybody and everything in battle rap. Yeah, he loses like every once in a blue moon, but bruh, he ran over Goods. He ran over DNA, the whole Gary shit. I really felt like he beat Math Hoffa. I really wish I would have like, you know, broke it down and got a real in-depth thorough recap. But for these recaps, man, I'm really going to come back. I'm really going to show y'all that y'all not fucking... The general consensus with the narratives that go on and shit, this isn't fucking reality, bruh. Because I really have Gichi beating Hollow. And that shit and that shit, I'm not going to long talk y'all to death. Next, we have Goods versus Easy. Goods goes in the first round. Did I say Goods versus Easy, the Black Captain? Okay. Impossible Burger, this Beyond Beef. That was like the only good line Goods had for the first round. Easy goes next. Can't throw a punch. Invested in kicks. That was crazy because, you know, Goods has, you know, the shoes that he came out with. Coke came with a straw. It's Pixie Sticks. I thought that was wild. Easy said, you know how many plays I fucked up because I gave my X an O? That was like probably one of the best lines of the night. Like real dope. Easy could come up with lines where it's like, wow, bro, that's fucking incredible. Goods goes next in the second round. When a snitch get cold and they mouth runny, that was pretty cool. Easy goes next. Your cologne, Gentleman 30 and you never had one. That was fucking awesome. Driving packs in an 88, the little engine that could. That was awesome. I got Easy getting the first two rounds. Goods had bars in the third round, but I think Easy had better bars in the third round. I didn't really have any quotables for that round, but I give a Gentleman's 30 for Easy the Block Captain beating Goods. This was a really, really good battle. Tay-Rock versus T-Top. Now this, I really had T-Top, and I had Easy beating Goods going into the battle. So, you know, shows I was right. I had T-Top beating Tay-Rock, and boy, was I wrong. Briz ended up showing up, bro. Briz Rothstein, if you remember, if you don't remember, or if you don't know, a lot of people hate on Tay-Rock because Briz and T-Top battled Murder Mook and Calico, and they got in a fight, and a lot of people was like calling Briz pussy, and Briz ended up not battling ever again after that. This was like in September of 2019, so it's kind of already been like, you know, 2.5 years at this point, which I don't understand. Briz, you should come back to battle rap, bro. We're supposed to do a song, but I don't know, man. We can still do the song, but like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck? So Briz ended up being with T-Top on his side when he was battling Tay-Rock, and it was just kind of really like weird. Like Briz, at least like say some rhymes or something like that. For you to just be there at the event and not kind of say anything was kind of wild. You know, kind of look weird. T-Top goes first in the first round. Sit with a 30. I R. Kelly something. I had the chop in the corner like Ric Flair. I hit the title 16 times. That was dope. White mixed with the brown, South Africa. Really dope. And I really thought Tay-Rock was gonna have to run for his money, but boy, was I wrong. NOME ain't a gnome. He said N-O-M-E. It's no me. No me ain't a gnome. Who wants smoke with the titles? Let's have a ladder match. All you see is the bottom all you see is the bottom of top. It's a Snapple fact. That was crazy. Pouring out O's from his bags, Apple Jacks. Pointed at top, pyramids. That was crazy. Pop up at a bear crib, Goldilocks. I gave the first round to Tay-Rock, bro. He was wigging. T-Top had good bars in the second round, but I don't think he had any quotables. Tay-Rock goes next. They don't know if it was the Chronic or Detox. That was really good. He don't want the smoke, he the bear. He's scared of fires. That was dope. Hit your Mac through the windows. That was fire. Whatever's under rock, get 8. Timon and Pumbaa. Oh, and I ended up giving Rock the second round as well. And then Top goes next. Whatever's under rock, get 8. Timon and Pumbaa. That was a really dope line, like really clever line. That one of the best lines of the whole night. Okay, so literally, so at this point, it's already like 7 o'clock and fucking like 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I was eating dinner with my father and I was just laughing, bro. And I was telling my dad about Tay-Rock's third round. I know your back hurt because your titty's too big for your body. That was fucking hilarious. He had another body bitch scheme for T-Top like he did Official. And he said body bagged in blue Klondike, 1911 something fly and crashed in the top, you know, like he said 1911 something flew and crashed in the top. 30 hollow tips in the clip, the bare minimum. A dirty 30 by Tay-Rock, bro. I really felt like Tay-Rock murdered T-Top like bad. This was just fucking bad, bro. He got fucking murdered. So this was literally like, I've never seen nobody get killed this bad, like in a fucking battle. I feel like T-Top had no bars that could stand up against Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock had all kinds of ammunition for T-Top during this battle. And it was just a dirty 30. 3-0 Rock. Really, really fucking good battle. Then the last battle, Swamp versus Jay-Z. Jay-Z, what the fuck is going on with my brain today? Swamp versus Jay-Z. I had Swamp taking this battle going in. Gerald McCoy came and put 20,000 extra on the battle, so it ended up being 120,000 overall. Swamp goes first, AK-47 with the drum. If you lose, you could still get the whole 100. That was dope. What you 4'2", I couldn't bury you 6 feet if I wanted to. That was dope. JC goes next. Stack boxes like an old school stereo. I got that one. All the old school homies know that one. So I got Swamp with the first round. Second round, Swamp says, knock you the fuck out with a bragging right. That was cool. Type to call my shooter and give you the phone like your life on the line. That was crazy. Swamp in the bayou. I'm in my natural habitat. That was dope. Because I think they were in Houston for this battle. JC goes next. Since they overturned Roe versus Wade, he can't afford it. That was a cool little abortion line. I gave Swamp the second round. Third round, Swamp says both ended in the cemetery. They found common ground. I guess he was talking about JC and his homie. Both ended up in the cemetery. They found common ground. That was crazy. Want me to redo the whip like Pimp My Ride? That was crazy. JC something about 8 Mile Eminent. Like Eminent, 8 Mile Eminent. That was crazy. I know JC won, but I really give this to Swamp. I give a gentleman's 30 to Swamp. I don't know how the judges thought JC won. Oh, because JC had all these like references I wasn't catching. So maybe that's what it was. But I feel like just off of like the bars alone, I feel like Swamp took this shit 3-0. I really felt like Swamp got robbed of this, and he came so far. And I really felt like, you know, if we're going bars versus references, Swamp won all the way, but I don't see how references could fucking win you this shit, bro. I really felt like JC didn't really have nothing crazy versus Swamp was wigging. Quest McCody gave JC 30. That was crazy. Polo gave 2-1 for JC. That was crazy. John the Don gave 2-1 JC. I was like, God damn, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on? I literally couldn't believe this shit. I thought Swamp was gonna win, bruh. I didn't get the references. I thought Swamp won all 3 rounds clearly. I don't know what the fuck it is. Y'all gotta stop drinking or doing coke or whatever the fuck y'all are doing that are distracting you from these battles. Maybe I missed something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I just feel like Swamp. I had him winning going in. I'm fucking winning for the battle, bruh. So I really don't know what the fuck's going on. Overall, this card was really good. None of these battles were mid. There was just some battles that were mid compared to others, but overall, this was a great event. I'll give it a strong like 7.5. It wasn't a super crazy card for like an out of the blue card. I'll give it like a solid 7.5. But that was NOME 12. I really expected a lot out of this. That's why I'm giving a 7.5. Going harsher on the grading scale. That was NOME 12, bruh. This is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.